Learners entering higher education later in life can present different needs to those of traditional entrants. Mature learners are likely to possess a broad range of prior educational achievements and have greater responsibilities, which mean fitting learning around other commitments. For these lifelong learners, success in higher education depends on the ability of the institution to respond flexibly to their needs. Oxford University Department for Continuing Education's Cascade project recognised the importance of harnessing technology to improve learning opportunities for these students.
This department was founded over 100 years ago, basically to open up Oxford scholarship to the wider world, to people who couldn't come to the main university. And that used to involve people going out on trains with book boxes all over Britain to deliver higher education to the masses. Now it might involve a fully online course that you can take in Nigeria. It might mean a blended learning course where you come to Oxford for a week. But it's continuing that same mission to make the scholarship of Oxford open to everyone and give people all sorts of different ways that they can engage with the university.
Oxford University Department for Continuing Education's Cascade project has developed new models of delivery and support by using technology to improve the quality of provision for learning whilst also reducing costs. The department believes that by harnessing the potential of technology, it's possible to provide a more seamless learning environment.
Cascade was a very broad project for us because we had this huge remit which was to look at what technology could do to address curriculum delivery when we had this challenge of a funding crisis.
We decided that it wouldn't be possible to meet the financial challenges that the department had through fee increases alone, because that would have meant that our market would disappear.
And so we looked at all the ways that we could use technology to either help us do things more efficiently, improve the service that we offer to our students, or to allow us to do new activities that we weren't able to do before.
The Jisc-funded Cascade project began by reviewing the learner journey from a student perspective, and this led to a series of improvements that have included initiatives such as online enrolment and payment, online assignment submission, and the development of online common rooms for course-related discussions.
I'm based in London, and I'm traveling a lot with my work, so sometimes I send my assignment from Japan, sometimes from Moscow, so it's quite flexible as well.
In the sort of efficiency agenda, definitely the more e-administrative areas, the online assignment submission and the online enrolment and payment, those have really delivered real value to the department.
I think it's the fact that they can do things at their own speed, A, and B, that they can communicate with each other.
The conversations and the observations can lead in all sorts of directions, and that's very, very interesting.
You get to know students in a different way in a virtual environment. I would say I know my online students perhaps better than my face-to-face students because you chat with them in the common room and you see more when they introduce themselves about their background experience, their interests, and you can continue with this throughout the course.
The actual freedom is conducive to good thinking as well because it allows you to reflect on some of the issues.
Marion Manton has trained members of the academic staff to ensure they are fully involved in the creation of an ever-expanding and rich set of resources through the department's VLE.
What's nice about the more reflective nature of the...
I mean, we definitely had that hump when you put any new system in place where you've just got to learn the new system. But now that we can sort of look back and it's embedded, it is resulting in real time savings for staff, and it means they can do the more interesting stuff, online enrolment, payment, online assignment handling. That's not the interesting part of really anybody's job. And just making all of that so much smoother has been really a good thing.
I'm not technically savvy and I'm still, learning all the time, but I think I've moved pretty fast given this is a very, very new world for many of us.
One of the things we did, which was a very simple change, was to introduce new questions into our accreditation process that actually made course teams, when they were designing a new course, think about how they were going to use technology in their course, whether it was appropriate and what they were going to do. And what's been really gratifying is that every single new programme that's come out of the department in the last 2 or 3 years has used technology in ways that they wouldn't necessarily have in the past, and have made really good choices and been able to do new things that they wouldn't have done in the past.
I think as inevitably fees rise and the cost to students in these austere times becomes more prohibitive, that students will want to see the core teaching experience augmented with items such as podcasts, video lectures. They'll want the course offerings to be far more flexible and accessible and available to them, both those that are studying locally and regionally and those studying internationally.
Far more students feel able to take this on with full-time commitments. So age range has broadened out, particularly going down towards the younger end of the range. It just democratises what the university has to offer, and that's really important to us in this department.